بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وأهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين. What are the ways to resist and fight arrogance? It's very easy to fall victim, to become a victim of these moral diseases. It's very easy. And you cannot take anything for granted. You cannot say, for the last 10, 20, 30 years, I've been a good person, good man, good believer. So Satan is not going to get close to me. I'm not going to commit a sin. I'm not going to embrace or adapt a bad behavior. You cannot guarantee that. There are some people who spend 70 years of their life worshiping, but the last 6 months, they diverted. They could not continue. They failed. Every single day of our life is a day of test, is a day of imtihan. Don't take anything for granted. Always ask God for guidance and say to Him and pray to Him and say in your prayers, رَبَّنَا لَا تُزَغْ قُلُوبَنَا بَعْدَ إِذْ هَدَيْتَنَا. O Lord, do not let me divert. Do not let me lose my faith after I accepted faith and embraced faith. Imam Ali alayhi salam says, if you reflect on one thing, one idea, one concept, if you reflect deeply on it, you could avoid being arrogant. He says, لو يعلم الإنسان تاريخه. If a person, if an individual knows his beginning and his middle and his end, he would not become arrogant. He says, أولك نطفة قذرة. Your beginning, your start, was a very dirty sperm, microscopic item, microscopic cell, and very dirty. وآخرك جيفة عفنة. And your end is going to be rotten and decomposed corpse when you die. وأنت ما بينهما تحمل العذرة. And in between the beginning and between the end, you carry the stool, you carry the feces with you. Can you tell me of any person who's not carrying at any moment, 24/7, some amount of stool and feces with him or her? No one. So you carry it with you. You are a carrier of a stool. تحمل العذرة. If you reflect on this, on the beginning, on the end, and the middle, reflect wisely, you would avoid being arrogant. This is our history. This is us. We cannot deny it. So no reason for you to see yourself above others and better than others. Try to seek peaceful life, beautiful life. We live on this earth for a number of days. إنما أنت عدد أيام. You live here for a number of days, not a number of weeks or months, a number of days. So the hadith says, if you want to enjoy this life and lead a peaceful life, then try to avoid being arrogant. من برئ, Al-Imam al-Sadiq says, من برئ من الكبر نال الكرامة. If you protect yourself against this dangerous disease of arrogance, you would live honorably. Imam Ali alayhi salam says those who are arrogant, they have inferiority complex. They have a psychological issue. They lack self-confidence. They lack self-respect. They know there is inside them, deep inside them, there is a deficit and there is a defect and deficiency. So he says, ما تكبر إلا وضيع. The lowly, the low, becomes arrogant. But the one who's rich in manners, in knowledge, in understanding, in love, in beauty, would not become. Does not become. There is no reason for him to become. Imam al-Sadiq alayhi salam says, ما من رجل تكبر إلا لذلة وجدها في نفسه. When you find a person acting arrogantly, then you must know that he feels disgrace. Deep down, he feels disgraced. He's not okay with himself. He has a problem with himself. So to offset this problem, he thinks offsetting this problem by becoming arrogant. But he's exacerbating the problem. He's not solving it. And we will continue on this subject. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.